You're looking at the board from the NVIDIA DGX Spark. Kevin took it apart today so that we could show you all the good parts of this thing. We've got an extensive review on the website, but let's take a look at what we've got on the table. Starting with the empty shell, I'll be back for that SSD in a second, but we've got the heat sink here, which has good contact with the chips. You can see the remaining residue. A couple fans, another plate here, part of the structure, and of course the board itself with the GB10 super chip on board. You get a 20-core ARM CPU, you get NVLink for unified system, which gives you shared access to that 128 gig of memory, which is really important. This lets you fit huge models in this 1.13 liter body locally. Now in our testing, we've got a full review up on storagereview.com, and you're going to want to see that for all the nitty-gritty. The only thing we didn't really care for in this design is that NVIDIA went with this 2242 SSD, which gave us really poor performance out of the drive. It's just not rated for these kind of workloads. 2280 would have been better, but we decided to connect to our larger data center over here and did a little bit of testing with NVMe over Fabrics. And that's important because if we look here, this board has got two 200 gig ports on it. And just so you understand what NVIDIA has done here by miniaturizing this super chip and this, the NIC, I mean, look at what a normal NIC looks like in comparison. This is just a single port, but you get the idea. Now, we were able to get 100 gig out of ours. This is very early days, and we're still working through all the logistics of getting up to speed on all of the software and how the drivers work, so expect a lot more work out of this. But what's really interesting is you can connect the two with that 200 gig port directly to each other, and now developers can get access to 256 gig of this unified memory across the two units, use VLM or otherwise shard your workloads, and you're good to go. What would be really interesting and what we hope to explore further is what this looks like if we hang it on a switch, a 200 gig switch, get full performance out of each one of these units, forego the 2242 SSD that's not great inside, and then get access to data center storage, be able to put much more data to work across a cluster of these little guys. We've seen those trays of Mac Minis back in the day. I can definitely imagine a scenario where we're setting up trays of these little NVIDIA GB10 units to have access to a much larger data pool. Much more to come.